And welcome to Sugar Talk with Dr. K. Gene Lucas and the doctors in the house. Good morning, doctor. How are you?
Good morning, I'm good.
What are we talking about today?
We're talking about what after metformin. Is there life after metformin?
Well, it's not going away, though, is it? Metformin has become
No, I mean, once you're on
standard.
everybody's on metformin now. That's the problem. It's
Yeah.
like, what do you do after that? You know, metformin's so good, and metformin corrects the insulin resistance, but the pancreas is wearing out over time, and so usually metformin is not enough. People don't develop a tolerance to it. It's still working. It's just that the pancreas may not be working, or people slacking off and eating things they're not supposed to, or not doing their exercise right. So over time, the pancreas gradually makes less and less insulin. So there needs to be something else besides that. Once you take metformin for a while, sometimes your numbers start creeping up. And you can tell that by the A1C, which is the average sugar test over 3 months. That's what your doctor does when you go see them. And if the A1C is creeping up, if it's over 7 or higher, then you may want to consider another medicine. There's several ways of looking at it. One is, well, I was just really bad and I'm going to do better, and please don't give me another medicine. I'll just do better next time. I'm like, okay, how much time do you want? Because you're messing up your body for the whole 3 months if you're waiting for the A1C to come down. The other thing to remember is the A1C is 3-month average. So if you were sick or had a cortisone shot or something and made your sugar go really high like the month before, but your numbers are good, then there's no reason to change the medicine. It was just a blip, and it's gone away now. But the A1C reflects all these high sugars that you had in the past. So don't worry about that one. But if you're checking your blood sugar and they're remaining higher than normal, you really need to get them down, because the longer the sugar goes and it's high, the more damage to your body you have.
So if you start to see the numbers creep up, you need to act.
Right. It doesn't matter about the A1C as much as what the numbers are that you're checking. Now, if you're only checking it in the morning and that's the best sugar of the whole day, that's probably not a good thing, because if the A1C is high, then you have to go look, what's the highest time of the day? Is the highest number after supper, or any particular time of day after lunch, when you go out to eat every day at lunch? When's the highest? So you probably need to check at different times on the days. You don't have to do it at the same time every single day, especially in the morning. If it's perfect, don't check it in the morning anymore. Check it other times. Check it at bedtime. Check it before supper, before lunch. If you're eating cereal for breakfast, your sugar's going to 300 before lunch, then it's going to make your A1C go up, even if it comes down, the rest of the day. So when you're looking for other things to do, one is to figure out why your sugar's high. Why did the A1C go up? Is there a particular time of day that's worse? After you do that and you say, well, this is pretty much, I can't control this. This is not because I'm eating too much at night or eating too much at lunch, and you've already done everything you can do to get it down, then you look for other things that would help your pancreas out. And one group of medicines is the DPP4 inhibitors, and that's Januvia, Onglyza, Tradjenta, and those help your pancreas make insulin at the right time. So it helps the timing. So it helps the blood sugar after eating. So if your morning sugar is good, but after meals it's high, even if you're eating really good and it's still high, then your pancreas is probably not making enough insulin at the right time. And so if you take one of those with the metformin, then that should even it out. And that's pretty easy to do. But that's one thing. You just look at when the sugar's high and what can correct it.
Now, are these types of additional drugs, are they taken at the same time as you take
Yeah,
them?
a lot of them are easier to take than metformin. They don't have as many side effects. Like Januvia is once a day in the morning, or at night once a day. Is all, and it doesn't really cause a lot of problems. Then there's other ones. If Januvia doesn't work to get your sugar down after meals, it's probably because you're not making enough of GLP-1, which is a hormone that controls your action of your insulin and when your insulin's made.
Right.
And that's when you go to drugs like Victoza, Byetta, Trulicity, those newer injections. The injections are not insulin, they're just a hormone that helps your pancreas make insulin at the right time. And they think if the pancreas was making enough insulin at the right time, it wouldn't wear out as fast. So those tend to help the pancreas survive longer. They regulate the insulin production.
Are they long acting, or do you need to time them so they are at the right time?
Well, Byetta was the only one that really needed to be timed. That was the very first one that came out in 2005. now. And so that's the one that had to be taken pretty much right before you ate. But Victoza was a long-acting one. That's once a day. So any time of the day that you want to take it, it still works all day, and it keeps your sugar from going up after meals and makes you less hungry. So those types of drugs are doing very well. The weekly ones, Trulicity, Bydureon, and Tanzium, those are all doing the same thing. They're just not as likely to make you not hungry. I mean, they make you a little bit less hungry, and they don't have as many side effects. But they help the sugar not go up after eating.
Is there a test for that hormone to know whether or not you have enough? Or?
No, none of it. Not readily available. That hormone only lasts for 15 seconds in your blood, so it's really hard to measure. You have to eat, and just different things. It's harder to measure, but you can figure out that if your sugar goes way up after eating and then it drops later, before the next meal, then you probably have a deficiency of that hormone, because that's the one that makes your pancreas make insulin right as you're looking at food. So that hormone gets released very quickly once you know you're going to eat. So it tells the pancreas, start making insulin right away. They're going to eat pancakes for breakfast. So
see, what we don't want to know on the radio is our sugar does that go up right when we start talking about food, or is it only when you see it?
When you look at food and your brain says, I'm going to eat this.
Yes.
You start making that hormone.
Okay.
Your intestines wake up, everything wakes up, your brain wakes up your body, and start getting ready to eat.
So when we do Krispy Kreme stories in the morning, everybody's gaining weight. Is that what we're saying?
Yes. If I look at food, I gain weight, it's probably true.
Okay. All right. We'll have more to come in just a moment with Dr. K. Jean Lucas here on Sugar Talk. You can find out more at lucasresearch.org, and we'll be back in just a moment.